This is Nakhal, inspired by the date trees of Iraq. Yesterday, I saw a picture of a field of date trees, cut off at the head where the fruit is supposed to grow. I tasted my first date in Baghdad when I was 3 years old. My father picked the fruit straight from the tree and handed it to me. I immediately tasted the sweetness in my fingers. Back then, I had date-sized hands. All the dates I tasted were grown at my grandparents' home. We had 4 date trees stretching into the sky. One of our trees was over 20 feet tall, and when harvest season came along, we had to hire someone to climb it. The trees had lessons within their roots. Imagine a botanist at an American college looking at a date tree from Baghdad. They might study and marvel at the resilient plant, but they won't see the centuries of wisdom. They'll miss the lessons. Yesterday, I asked my mom about dead things. I asked her why the date trees had been cut off at their heads and why they were drooping. She said that they don't stand because their roots are tired. They don't speak because their lips are in a foreign museum. They're stuck behind a language barrier. Mama, are date trees a metaphor for our country? Ask your grandmother, she said. She's seen enough date trees to be more knowledgeable than all of Iraq. My grandmother grew up in the 1940s, back when Iraq was a kingdom that God still cared about. She said that back then the fruit tasted sweeter and the date trees grew with pride. Back then we walked with stories on our shoulders and emptied them out at the dinner table. Back then you didn't just wear your clothes, you wore your ancestors. She told me that on Thursdays she wore Babylon and on Mondays she wore Sumeria. She told me that on Fridays she loved wearing her 2 favorite earrings, the Tigris and the Euphrates, the rivers that run through our country. Today, I saw a picture of a country, cut off from any color, going to sleep without plans for awakening. I saw a picture of a playground where children are supposed to play with their date-sized hands. Thank you.